Today I'm going to show you how to stop getting beat, not by tackling harder, but by defending smarter. Because if you're losing 1v1s, it's not because you're slow, it's not because you're weak, it's because you don't have a clear way to decide when to step in. I'm breaking down 4 defensive principles that any player can use to control attackers, kill advantages early, and win the ball on their terms. And once you understand this framework, defending starts feeling easier, and attackers think twice before taking you on 1v1. Alright, principle number 1 is play the game early. If you could predict where the ball was always going to go, wouldn't that make defending so much easier? Think about it like this. Imagine your goalkeeper has possession, you're standing in the midfield, and they're about to play the ball to you. You pick your head up and begin scanning, gathering information like, do I have space to turn? Is pressure coming? Can I play forward? What you're doing here is playing the game early, but offensively. So defensively, your mindset needs to be the exact same. While defending, never get caught ball watching. If you're staring at the ball for more than 2 or 3 seconds, I need you to perform a quick scan. Look around and think, what will my opponent's next move be? And more importantly, what will that next move or decision create? Because when you start playing this way, you'll see how much easier defending can be. That's because you're no longer just reacting. You're 1 or even 2 steps ahead of the next play. Alright, principle number 2 is called kill the advantage. And if you're like me and aren't the fastest, this principle will save you. See, 1v1s have 3 critical phases. And the problem is, as the attacker progresses through each phase, the advantage shifts in their favor. But by simply understanding each phase, you'll know exactly what the advantage is, where it appears, and how to stop it. So the first phase of a 1v1 is the receive. At this moment, the ball is traveling to your attacker and they're about to receive it. And defensively, this is the most important moment. Phase number 2 is the turn. If the attacker has time to turn and face you, their advantage grows. They can see space and set you up. Lastly is phase number 3, the attack. The attacker has received the ball, turned, and is dribbling at you with speed, control, and options. By this point, the advantage is fully with the attacker. They know their next touch, their next pass, their next change of direction. You don't. And that tiny delay, half a second, is all an attacker needs. So instead of acting after the ball arrives, you start moving as the ball is traveling. Because if you arrive tight as the attacker receives the ball, they never get to turn, they never get to face you, and they never reach phase 3. The 1v1 ends before it starts. And that's what it means to kill the advantage. Alright, principle number 3 is control the danger. Up to this point, you've learned how to stop attackers before they become dangerous. But here's the reality. No matter how well you anticipate, space opens up. Good attackers find pockets, good teams move the ball faster, and as the level of play increases, this happens more and more. And this makes sense, right? Have you ever watched a professional football match and felt players have loads of time on the ball? It's not because defenders are lazy. It's because their movement and first touch are so good that running in blindly would get defenders beaten instantly. So principle 3 assumes the attacker has reached the final phase of a 1v1. They already have the advantage, they're moving forward, they have options, and if you rush in here, you're playing their game. So instead of asking, how do I win this tackle? You ask, where do I want this attack to go? And the answer is almost never straight to your goal. That means forcing play towards the touchline or steering the ball into crowded areas where help exists. So understand this clearly. Anticipate early when you can, kill the advantage when it's there, but when neither is possible, you need to decide and then guide where the attack is allowed to go. And that's what it means to control the danger. This brings us to the 4th and final principle. Win on your terms. Because when you watch some of the greatest defenders, players like Virgil van Dijk or Carlos Puyol, you'll notice something they all share. Patience. They don't rush into tackles, they wait for the right signal. Think of defending like a traffic light. As long as the attacker has the ball under control, it's a red light. You stay patient, balanced, and ready to react. But the moment the attacker takes a heavy touch or overextends trying to beat you, that's your green light. And great defenders don't hesitate at that moment. They step in exactly then. So the question becomes, how do you stay in control until that green light actually shows up? That's where jockeying comes in. And instead of overcomplicating it, there are really just 3 things you need to focus on. First, your hands. Have your arms slightly out, not to grab or pull, but to feel the attacker. Because if they decide to finally commit, using your arms can help slow them down and regain control. Second, your base. Knees bent, on your toes, ready to change direction the instant the attacker commits. Third, and this is the most important one, is your body angle. Make sure you turn slightly side on. From the previous principle, you already know where you want the attack to go, so your angle needs to show that path. This is key. Don't stand in the middle and let your attacker choose which way they want to go. You give them one route. And now, it becomes a waiting game. The longer you stay patient here, the more time your teammates have to recover their shape, close lanes, and support you. And if the attacker is brave enough to take the path you've shown them, that's when you go. You step your body between the man and the ball, or time your tackle the moment the ball moves away from their foot. That's what it means to win on your terms. And when you defend like this, you're no longer trying to survive 1v1s. You're controlling them.